Hey everybody! While I was putting my makeup on, I did a little live on TikTok because I just started getting on there, especially after the TikTok of Ava getting her car has reached like 180,000 views. So this video is going to be for teens and parents of teens who do not feel comfortable talking to their children about intercourse. I'm going to try to be using words that will not get me banned. Okay, so what we're talking about is intercourse and teens. So as you guys know, I'm a nurse practitioner and I've been working in a pediatric clinic for 4 years. And so I see a lot of teens come in, especially girls, primarily girls, wanting to get on birth control. And they have many different reasons, but for you parents, I want you to know that even though we, tell our children to wait till marriage, abstinence is best, which it is, it's not realistic. It's not. And I hate that for the times that we're living in, but that's just the truth. So in order to help our teens be healthy and take care of themselves and take responsibility for their health, we have to educate them. And a lot of people just don't know how to talk to their kids. For me, it's always been easy, and I've always just went into my kids' rooms and been like every couple minutes, oh hey, we just need to review this. And so I'll just get on there, I'll just get in there and just start talking about, intercourse and all of the things that have to do with that. And a lot of times they're like, oh my God, Mom, get out of here, shut the door, I don't want to hear this. And I'm like, okay, I don't care. You're going to listen to this anyways because it's something that you need to know in order to protect yourself. And I'm not stupid. So anyways, a lot of times I have girls come in. Oh, did I tell you guys that the median age of having sex is 17? I don't know if I said that or not, but just so you can kind of know that most kids by the time they're 17 are sexually active. So come on. So we'll just pretend. Okay, so I have a teen come in. She's coming in for, really heavy periods, dysmenorrhea, cramping, that kind of thing. She really wants to try birth control because birth control can help all those symptoms, and that's fine. And so it's a lot easier for me to talk to the teen when the mom or dad is not in the room, and sometimes I'll ask the patient if it's okay if their mom and dad steps out just so we can talk about some stuff. And most of the time it's fine and the parents are okay with it too. But sometimes they're not, and that's all right. I just do the best I can. But teens, you should know that I think the age is 12 that your parents do not have to know about your history, like sexual history. So if you are on birth control, if you have any CD testing, anything like that, we cannot tell them. If they call up there and they're like, oh, I'm their mom, I'm on their HIPAA, it does not matter. So feel safe that if you need something like that, you can go to any doctor and they have to follow that law. So yeah, so anyways, I'll have kids come in asking for that, and their parents, if they leave or they come by themselves. And then when the parents leave, I'll ask them, I'll be like, hey, it's okay, you can tell me, you're safe. I'm not going to tell your parents. Are you sexually active? Hey, live. That was my son. And sometimes they'll say yes, and then sometimes they say no. But regardless, I go ahead and I let them know about the type of birth control they're going to be on. So there are pills to take. There are other long-acting type contraceptives you can use, such as the Depo shot, IUDs, which are implanted in your cervix, and then the Nexplanon, which goes in your arm, and they last Depo shots 3 months. You have to come back every 3 months to get that. You should only be on that one for 3 years because it can decrease bone density and cause a few other issues. So I really don't prefer my kiddos to get on Depo, but I know it's really hard to remember to take a pill sometime every day because it does not work effectively if you do not do that. And so that's kind of the only option we have is to do something long-acting like the Depo shot. So, yeah, and so the Nexplanon in the arm and the IUD, they last years. And so those are also good options for people who cannot remember to take the pill. Because, I mean, ultimately, when I have a teen come to me and they want to be on birth control, I just want to see them be successful in life and try to hold off on becoming a mother, you know, until later on. I mean, it's possible to be successful and have a baby when you're a teenager. People do it all the time. But would it be easier if they didn't have a baby? Yes. So that's like the goal. I had mine at 19. I didn't go to college because I found out I was pregnant. But right after I had her, I started going. And yeah, so it's possible. But anyways, so we talk about the types of contraceptive that we can use. There are patches also that you can put on your body with hormones in them. A lot of times they don't stick. Some people love them. I never tried them personally. But if that's something that you want to try, it's once a week that you put on the patch. That's something that can be prescribed to you. And so then at that point, I will talk to them about STDs. And even though they're on birth control, that is only protecting you from getting pregnant. And there are lots and lots of people out there with STDs. You would not even imagine some of the people I've told that have different things. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's crazy. It's just crazy because it's so like out there. Like I didn't even realize like that many people have to deal with this. So yeah, I'm not judging them or anything. I want to help them. So anyways, so whenever they come in, a lot of times I tell them, you know, if you are sexually active, I want you to start coming in every year and just getting an STD panel, which consists of urine and blood. Yeah, just yearly. And so that day, if they are active, then we will go ahead and get that done. And so I hope Facebook doesn't take this down because I really want parents to be able to show their kids this, or kids if like just listening so you know. But so like the urine STDs that we check for are gonorrhea, chlamydia, and trichomonas. These can be treated with medications that sometimes it's one day dosing up to 7 days dosing. Sometimes it takes a couple of different antibiotics, but it's treatable. If you do not get it treated, you will spread it to others, and there are risks of infertility later on in life. So it's very important that if you have anything funny going on down there, that you get checked. You know, if something's just not right, you got a gut feeling, get checked. Oh, did I miss a piece of hair? Yeah, I did right here. Okay. And so then the STIs that we check for with blood are HIV, syphilis, herpes simplex 1, which usually occurs around the mouth and is called fever blisters, herpes simplex 2, which is around the genitalia. And I think it is very important for you guys to know that just because you don't have an outbreak does not mean that you cannot spread it to other people. It can be spread through skin to skin contact. So just because you don't have any blisters doesn't mean you can't give it to your partner. What I say, HIV, syphilis, herpes, and which there are treatments for all of those now. Everyone, it was always worried the AIDS epidemic and the HIV and stuff, but there are many treatments right now. They are very, very good. But that one can lead to death if you don't take care of yourself. So anyways, those are kind of the STDs that we will test for in the clinic. I'll let them know all about that. But I also tell them if they are sexually active and they are in a monogamous relationship and they get tested and everything's fine, and they think, well, I don't need to get tested next year, that's not true. You should go ahead and get tested. One, because you can't trust everybody in this world. I wish you could. So you could have came in contact with something from your partner that you didn't know. This sneaky link. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. And then also some things like HIV and AIDS, they will not show up for several weeks. So you need to get tested. Let's see, what else did I talk about? Our Care, which I work for, they do have a service that ships condoms, like big packs of condoms to your house. So if you are a person who is shy about going to the store and buying those things, it will be shipped discreetly to your house. So you do have access to that. If you have Medicaid, Medicaid covers all of these services, all of this testing, medications, and all of that. Oh, and those condoms they send you are free. So if that's something that you need, call in our care and we will hook you up with the right people. But yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else that I usually go over with my kiddos. So yeah, if you don't feel comfortable talking to your kids about this stuff and you live nearby me and you would just like for me to have a discussion with them, you know, I will be happy to help you. I'll just come by and let's talk. And I can sit in the waiting room so I can have a more honest conversation with your child. I don't mind if you're in there, but usually it's just better when the parents are. So yeah, anyways, I just wanted to inform you guys a little bit about this. I've been wanting to do a live or a video describing all this stuff just because it's very important and I see it a lot in my clinic. So yeah, hit me up with any questions that you may have or anything like that. Yeah. And I will talk to you guys later. All right, bye.